Hello, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. It is Monday evening and I am sitting outside. I came outside to film a clip for Instagram that you may have seen. By the time this video goes up, the challenge will have already started, but if you did not see our 100 Days of Progress challenge on Instagram, go check it out. It's on a highlight bubble. I am hoping to encourage everyone to finish the year strong, so go join us if you have not been able to see that. But I came out here to film that because the lighting inside the apartment is terrible at this point since it's already after 6. Today was busy, work was a little bit crazy, and so I lost track of time and didn't film it while there was good lighting in the apartment, so I came to film it out here, although it is getting chilly, which is good news for us because it means that we could just open the window and get air that way. We don't always get the freshest air through the window because of, if you can see like behind us, it's just a bunch of buildings, right? Like we're in this like tunnel of buildings. So when it's really hot and muggy in the summer, opening the window like doesn't do much for us. But now that it's started to cool down, we can open the window and enjoy that fresh air, and we can say goodbye to the air conditioning, which I am always glad, as is my wallet is always glad to say goodbye to the air conditioning. Although the worst months of paying for AC are the summer and we weren't even here. So that was nice on our wallets too. But anyways, it is Monday evening and I am about to go inside. I'm gonna post this clip to Instagram and then I'm gonna get cooking on dinner. And then I think we're just gonna have a relaxing Monday. I had this original plan to do the vlogs, edit the vlogs on Monday evenings. That was my original plan when I moved the vlogs from Monday posting to Friday posting, is that I would close them out Sunday nights and I would just get them done and over with on Mondays. But we are 0 for 3 on that so far. So I think I'm gonna push the vlog back to being edited closer to Friday. I like having videos done as far in advance as possible, but I also just think that trying to get them edited on Mondays isn't working for me. Mondays just always seem to get busy with work, and I don't know, I just like having my Monday evenings, I think, to do whatever I want. I think that's another part of just figuring out what works for me in terms of a balanced schedule. Like I'm trying to find this long-term balance between my 9-to-5 job and Plan with Lakin, something that I can stick to consistently and work on consistently. I think just having Monday evenings have nothing scheduled, it might be the best option. So I think I'm gonna try that. Well, I'm obviously trying that tonight because I'm just not gonna do anything. And then I think I'm gonna purposely schedule that starting next week. I also am a little bit torn right now about whether or not I'm going to plan in a weekly planner this week. I just don't know. I didn't do it yesterday, and so I was gonna do it today. I have it in my planner to do today, but I looked at my Google Cal and everything looked good. Like those are the things I'm gonna do this week in those times. And so all it means is that instead of checking in with my weekly planner in its little container in the mornings when I set up my daily or the night before, I know that I'm better when I set up my daily the night before, so we'll pretend I said the night before. When I set up my daily planner, instead of pulling out my phone and looking at my Google Cal, it just feels redundant to me to move it to a weekly planner right now. I'm still trying to figure out if that is gonna be forever or if that's just gonna be for right now. But I think this week I'm taking a break from the weekly planner. I enjoyed having it last week, although I didn't fill out the rest of it. I fell apart starting on Thursday. I stopped filling it in. So that's to me, it's telling me that like maybe I don't need a weekly planner. But the Moxie life for 2021, it's beautiful. I can't wait to share it with you. I'm having a lot of mixed feelings about planners right now, clearly. Also, I somewhat got ready today, not for any really particular reason. I had 2 Zoom calls for work, but I don't always put makeup on when I have a Zoom call for work. And then I knew I was gonna film this clip for Instagram, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and like do a little bit of something and feel a little bit more put together. I don't know, it felt good. It feels a little silly to put makeup on every single day, but I think it also puts me in a state of like, I'm ready for the day and here I go. I will see. I'm definitely not gonna wear sweatpants. I still change out of like what I slept in. Like I'm not wearing the same pajamas. We'll see if I actually get ready any other day this week. But I did it today and it did feel good. Hello, it is Wednesday evening. I am getting ready to prepare for Lattes with Lakin, and I thought I would just vlog while I had a few minutes and share a couple of things with you. I've been jotting down ideas actually randomly all day. A bunch of things have been popping into my head that I wanted to make sure that I shared on the vlog this week. So the first one is 2 packages that I got in the mail, 2 different sets of stickers that I ordered, and they're both for a good cause. Like they're both stickers that I really want to share with you. The first one is from the Gooseby twins. So I talked about their planner when I did the Black owned planner review video that had 5 different planners created by Black Women. So the amazing women of the Gooseby Twins Planner created this sticker set, this Black Lives Matter sticker set with this gorgeous artwork. They're also doing some of this artwork on some other products as well, like notebooks and covers and stuff. I decided to start with just the sticker kit. So we've got this page, it's got these full box quotes, and then this page, which has these long sticker strips. I'm excited to use those. Then it's got some other like miscellaneous type functional stickers. And then we have this page that's got a bunch of dots. I thought those would be good to like write the time on and then put, you know, if you have a timed event. And we've got these like sparkly ones at the bottom. Those are cute. And then this last page has some more functional ones. So we've got these strips that are almost like quarter boxes, and then we have some full boxes here. So that is it. I'm really excited to use this kit in my planner, and I will make sure to link it down below. And you can, again, check out their shop. They did some other products as well with those same gorgeous designs. The other sticker kit that I got is from Design Pandemonium, which is a shop that if you've been around, I have a ton of their stickers. I love their quote stickers. I love their functional stickers. For the longest time, they were the only shop that was really making truly removable stickers that didn't get messed up when you moved them around. And so I have always loved their stickers. And one of the owners of Design Pandemonium, her name is Jess, and her son is going through some really difficult medical things right now. I'm not gonna go through all of the details. I will include a link down below if you would like some more information on what's going on and different ways that you can support. But one of the ways that you can support is by buying this sticker kit. I don't think it was temporary, like I think it's still for sale. Hopefully it still is, but it is this super cute dinosaur kit because the little boy loves dinosaurs. His name is Pierce, and it says Pierce is fierce. So we've got this decorative sheet with these different little dinosaurs. We have this sheet that's got a bunch of functional boxes. So we've got half boxes, quarter boxes, and full boxes. And then on the side of the sticker sheet, we've got the washi strips, and then you can always like take those off and then punch it here. It's kind of tough because you can't punch it before because then you're gonna ruin the washi, but I do like all the different washi strips that are included. And then we have this page, we've got some more functional boxes, different things, these kind of thicker washi strips. And then I love these cute like quotes that they've got in the corner there. And then we have this page, it's got these checkbox stickers, some more like icon-y type stickers, and again, more washi. And then the last page has these big thick washi strips that are good for the bottom. It's got the weekend stickers, some date covers, and then a bunch of kind of like tasks items almost, like planner time, date night, game night, etc. So I'm really excited that I was able to, I donated in addition to buying the kit, and sending all of my good thoughts and prayers to Jess and her son, Pierce, and their family. But those are two sticker kits that I just got in the mail that I thought I would share with you. So let me check my list and see what the other things I have to talk about. One of them is my desk, so I'm gonna have to wait until I can get into the bedroom. And one is about a book, which is also in the bedroom. So the other two things are both related to my phone. So the first one is the Ally Nudge service that I talked about a number of vlogs ago that I signed up for. It is a service where they send you a text 2 to 3 times a week with information to learn about a topic. And more recently, I signed up for the one that was focused on Black Lives Matter. And I was pretty consistent for the first week and a half, 2 weeks. And then that's when we started like driving and traveling. And so I just fell off, and I was like, it's fine. When I get back to New York and get settled with my morning routine again, I will just pick it back up, and I'll just scroll up to the day that I left off on and start there. However, one of the features of the program is that you respond, you like take quizzes, you respond, and they give you more information. And so when I scrolled back up, I watched the video for the day, and then I responded with the word, and nothing happened. And I realized it was because I was too late. So you can play catch up to a certain date, and then it stops working. So then I went to sign up again. I was like, fine, I'll just sign up again. I will pay the $5. The $5 goes to the NAACP. I'll pay my $5 and I'll do it again. And I went to do it, and it said I couldn't because my phone number had already been signed up. What? So then I reached out to their customer service, and it took a few emails back and forth, but they finally set me up again, hopefully slated to start this upcoming Monday, and I'm gonna get started again. But just popping in here to remind you that it is a really cool service for $5, and you learn a lot. I know a couple of you have finished it because you actually stuck with it and you were good, unlike me, but it was really helpful for you. So I'll leave the link again down below if you want to sign up. But I found it very, very helpful, and I can't wait to get back in. I'm just gonna start from the beginning because let's be real, it does not hurt to hear these things more than once. The other thing related to my phone is my phone background. So if you have an iPhone and you have updated to iOS 14, which by the way, after I updated, my office sent me an email that was like, hey, please don't update yet because we're not 100% sure on the safety of it. And so you're not gonna be able to use your work email on iOS 14 until we're able to to make sure that it's all good. So I can't access my work email on my, I upgraded before I saw that email. So it's a little late. Luckily, I'm not going anywhere, so I don't really need my work email on my phone in this current moment. So hopefully they get that sorted out before I actually need my work email on my phone. For me also, it's more about having my work calendar on my phone. I find that so much more convenient. If I need to check what time my first meeting is tomorrow, I can just pull up my phone instead of pull up my laptop, but it's fine for now. If you're like me, you've probably been seeing all over social media, all of the different upgrades for the backdrop, the home screen and all these different widgets. And now you can have big ones and small ones and different things, and it's like all over the place. So I have changed mine. I didn't do a ton, but I thought I would show you what I did do. So normally I have always been a one home screen person. I need it all on one screen. I don't like to have to swipe over, and I want everything in a folder. I don't let any apps be out of the folder except for the bottom row. And I have a video actually on how I have my phone set up and what apps I have. Somebody asked me recently if I would do an update. To be honest, it hasn't really changed. That setup is very similar, and a lot of the apps I use are very similar. I have a few new apps from that video that I didn't talk about, but otherwise, like, the structure until I did this update was basically the same. I have 8 folders all at the top, and that was the only page. So because I wanted to include some of these larger widgets that take up more space, I decided to split it to 2 pages. So on the first page, I have a large widget that's got my calendar, which I like being able to see what the date is, what the day of the week, and then what's coming next, like on my Google Cal. It also will encourage me to make sure I keep my Google Cal updated. Then I also have the app called Motivation, and I have that in a medium, I think that's a medium-sized widget that's got, it populates with a different quote every time I open up my phone, and I like having that on the first page. And then I have apps that not that I access the most often, but apps that I should be accessing more. Like, those are the apps that are like not time suckers. So physical health, resources, photography, and productivity. Those are the categories, like, these are ones that are okay to go into. And then on the bottom row, I actually changed out. I originally had the Google Cal where I have the Google Maps, and I swapped that out now that I have that calendar, big calendar. I figured I didn't need that. And Google Maps is an app that I use a lot. So now I have to swipe to go to the second page. And on the second page, I have media, sports, social, and communication. So I have to go to the second page to get to any social media. And while I'm there are 2 trackers that are kind of staring me in the face when I go to check social media. One of them is my activity tracker, so my Apple Watch, how much movement have I done that day with my Apple Watch, and then one is my screen time tracker. And this one is intense to look at all the time, but the fact that I have to look at it every time I go to open social media is so encouraging that I figured this was a good setup. So it's only been a few days since I did it, so I'll let you know how it goes. And I'm still in between that whole notifications on or off for social media, not pop-ups. I don't have any pop-up notifications on for anything, actually, except for phone calls. Like, that's the only thing that pops up. But for the little red badges, sometimes I'm better off not having them on social media, because then if I have one, I obviously need to click on it right away. But then sometimes if I have them turned off, I find myself opening the apps more because I want to see if I have a notification. I just can't see it because there's no badge. You know what I mean? Right now I have them on, who knows? I go through phases on the badges on or off, and really it's only on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I say only, those are 3 apps. And then it's only for specific things. So on Facebook, it's only for comments and mentions, and Instagram, it's only for DMs, and then YouTube, it's for comments, which that one I probably should turn off. But anyways, that was a little rambling about my phone background. It is now 5:40, so I am gonna go get the camera all set up, thumbnail made, fill up my water, and get ready to go live. Hello, it is Thursday evening. Yes, I'm in the same shirt I was wearing yesterday when we talked, because that's how this morning went. I have a problem I have to fix. I have been using my watch at night because I've been tracking my sleep. I've been talking about that for weeks, and I love it. I love being able to see how my sleep was and track my sleep quality. What I don't love is that because I use my phone as my alarm, it pushes my alarm to my watch and I can snooze from my watch, which defeats the whole purpose of having my phone in the kitchen and having to get up and go turn off the alarm. So I need to either like disable snoozing or turn off the alarm app on my watch, whatever. Somehow I need to make that not a thing because it's not working. Or just buy an alarm clock. I spent a good chunk of today looking at those Hatch alarm systems. Emily Lay talked about them on her Instagram. It's essentially like a light and an alarm clock and a sleep system, meditating sound. That's how it started. I want to try white noise at night because I always thought that like I'm a really good sleeper and I don't wake up in the middle of the night when there's noise, and that is true. Consciously, I don't wake up in the middle of the night, but there is still the possibility that like when my watch tracks that I'm in less of a deep sleep, it could be because there was a noise outside and I just didn't realize it. So I want to try white noise at night to help with that, and I haven't purchased anything yet, but that's how my day's been going. But I'm just about to wrap up with work and wanted to share a couple things I wanted to tell you about yesterday that were on my list, but because Sam was here in the bedroom, I couldn't. So the first one is my sticker organization. Let me turn you around. I didn't change any of the like how I organize my stickers. I have a video on that from the summer and that is still the same. What I did was added these little labels. So when basically what happened was the other day while we were watching TV, I unpacked my stickers from when we went to Texas and I put them all back to where they belong. And while I was doing that, I added these little labels so that I know what sticker is in what binder. I thought that if I used them long enough, I would remember which stickers were in which binders, and I wasn't. Like, I was not remembering. So I decided to add these little labels and then I just put them in Roy G. Biv. So it's really just the one that kind of matches the spine the best, and then put them in Roy G. Biv order. So nothing too like logical about the order that they're in this direction. That's just, I didn't move any of the stickers around. It's the stickers that were in each of these individual binders already. I obviously didn't label these because these are pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the different sizes of like boxes. So this is quarter boxes, half box, full box. This is all my extra page protectors for all the sticker binders. And then these obviously have all of the different categories on them, but I love the way that turned out and I love looking at it, and it's gonna make planning so much easier, especially now that, you know, for a good number of weeks out of the month, I'm actually just planning at my desk instead of doing it in the living room at the table. Since I'm not filming it, I can sit here and then like grab the binder that I need, and it's just so easy. The other thing I did was put all of my Cultivate What Matters stickers into a binder. So this binder actually was one of the Christian Design Celebration preview. So it just had this little preview sticker and I pulled it off. It came off, but it left like, you can see it kind of is all messed up there. So I actually have it in here backwards. I mean, there's nothing on the outside of this that really makes it feel backwards, except that when you look, like the words on the inside are, but who cares? So all I did was took the page protectors from Amazon that I've always been using for sticker organization, and I took all the Cultivate What Matters stickers out of their binding. So they were in this like sticker pack booklet thing, and I just wasn't using them. And part of it was me hoarding, and I'm ready to like give that up and actually use these stickers in my power sheets. But part of it was also that I didn't like flipping through those sticker books. And I had two 2021s because I had the one that I got with launch, and then I got one at Cultivate Your Year Live. Oh, we also have to talk about that. And then I had a 2019 one. And so the pages that are the same, I combined. I'll show you that. All of the color coding stuff, I have all the flags first, and then I have all the dots, and then I have all the hearts. And then I have this, I have quotes, so one side is these quotes and one side is these quotes. So if I have double of a page, like because I had two 2020 books, I just put them back to back. So like there's two of this quote page. Obviously I don't need to see both of them, so it's just tucked behind there. I put the one with more stickers on it on the outside. And then I have these flowers, and then the progress tracking. And basically what I did was I put, for ones that had a match, and not all of them did, but for ones that had a match from 2019 to 2020, I put the 2019 one on the back. So like this is the 2020 version and this is the 2019. You can tell because it's a little bit yellowed. And some of them are very, very similar. I mean, a lot of them are very similar, but there are slight differences, you know, between the 2 years. And so that's all I did. I just put them all in here. So now I will be more inclined to use them. And then in the back here, oh, I'm so frustrated. I have these stickers that they sell individually on their site. So they have this wellness pack. It's a 4-pack, but they don't fit in the page protectors. They are just barely too wide. So, you know, now that I'm looking at it, I can probably trim them down. That's what I need to do. I need to get out the paper trimmer and I need to trim them down, and then I should be able to fit them in. I have the wellness ones and I have the garden pack, because I obviously need those when I don't garden at all and I kill all the living things. But I'm really excited about this, to work on my power sheets this weekend and have all of these stickers in a much easier format. The other thing that I wanted to talk about that was on my list was my fiction book. So I moved all the fiction books that I have to read over to my nightstand, since that's really when I read fiction. And I have been trying so hard to get into this book. I've been trying so hard. I've heard that if you like Game of Thrones, that you like this book, and I just have really struggled to get into it. So I learned from the Lazy Genius that one of the big things with reading is momentum. And so if there's a book that is stopping your momentum or helping your momentum, lean into that. So I am going to switch it out, and I'm going to pause on this book for now, and I'm going to move on to one of these other fiction books. I think I'm going to start with The Proposal. I started this before we actually left for Texas and didn't finish it. So I think I remember everything that's going on. I might have to go back a chapter or two. I remember the beginning, but I can't remember exactly where we're at with the characters. But it's just like a fluffy read. So I think I'm going to start with that one because I already started it. I don't know why I didn't take it with me. Probably because I knew I wanted to read Harry Potter when we got down there. But then I don't know. These are all the other, I guess this one is not a fiction book, and I actually already started this one too. But this one also needs to go back to the library at some point. But that's something that I learned recently listening to one of the Lazy Genius podcasts, that one of the keys for her for reading is momentum, and to read books that give her that momentum. And that book, I'm struggling. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to get into it. But anyways, I also get to tell you now about Cultivate Your Year Live. I'm really excited. So if you have been around, last year in December, Cultivate What Matters hosted an event called Cultivate Your Year Live in person, because that's what you could do in 2019, in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and it was incredible. I did a vlog on it. I will post that vlog if you want more information. And then I did a live the day I got back, answering a bunch of questions about it, and it was just awesome. It was an incredible day, and I walked away with all of my power sheets prep work done. Every single page except the actual action pages of the goals, but all of the other prep work was done by the end of the day, and it felt so good. I definitely thought going into it that I was going to write on sticky notes and I was gonna feel rushed, and I wasn't. It was exactly what I needed to get that prep work done. And so I am so glad that I went last year, and I already had it like in my budget and in my calendar and my vacation day budget to go again this year. Obviously things are going to look very different, and they are moving it online, which that is a benefit for some. For some, being able to avoid the travel costs of getting to Chapel Hill, being able to sit and do this in your pajamas is a plus. For some, it might be a little bit of a bummer because it is on a Monday. It was on a Monday last year too. So you would have to take the day off of work if you work full time in order to participate. I already submitted the day for vacation with my company. So it is December 7th, Monday, December 7th, and it is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast, it is a little bit early for you, although you could get away with taking a half day at work, just like an AM half day, and start work at noon, because it'll be over by noon your time. And if you're in other parts of the world, it might be super difficult for you. Like if you're on the complete opposite side of the world and it's 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., like that's super difficult. I guess not for some people. Some night people, they're probably like, that sounds great. Anyways, those are the hours, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and you're going to be there. I'm sure there will be breaks. You are going to sit on Zoom basically all day, but I'm sure there's going to be breaks, and work on your power sheets. Laura will walk you through them. So basically what she does is she goes to each page and she gives more information than what's on the page. Like she gives you some advice and tips. And last year my power sheets, I took notes on Laura's like talking points on my actual power sheets, and it was actually really helpful to see them through. I wish I'd and it was really helpful to see them as I went back and looked at my prep work, and just like the things that she says sometimes really make things click for me. And so she'll kind of talk about the page and give you a couple more tips, and then they just put on a timer and music, and you just work and you just write. And then when time is up, you move on to the next page and you keep going. And it was just so inspiring. And I wonder if they're gonna do any like small group breakouts, because that's one of the things that was beneficial for us too, was having our table to be able to throw out ideas. It also went till 5. Last year it was from 9 to 5. So I think, you know, they're obviously gonna cut some stuff that was geared really more for an in-person event. But either way, I I highly recommend it. If you use the power sheets, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the prep work, if you've ever felt like I can't get through 20 pages of prep work, there's no way, it's just too much. If you feel like you have no idea what you're gonna set for goals in 2021 and you're already planning to buy the power sheets, I cannot recommend this event more. And so I'm glad that we can talk about it now. So if you have any questions about Cultivate Your Year Live, please let me know down in the comments, and I am happy to answer as many questions as I can or go on the hunt for an answer from the actual Cultivate team. The tickets for the event are going on sale on launch day, and they will be 50% off on launch day. So full price is $99. If you buy the tickets on Power Sheets launch day, which is October 14th, they will be $49. And then if you change your mind and decide that you want them later, you can still get them. I think $99 is still a really great value, but $49 is amazing. Like, for 6 hours of guided goal setting prep work, and you can watch the replays. So if you can't make it live, you can do the replay. I have no idea if I think that that's worth it. I've already had somebody ask me that, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if buying it knowing that you have to watch the replay is worth it. That's tough for me to answer. I think 1000% it's worth it if you can attend live. The replay is nice for that, so if you want to go back and rewatch a section, you can, but if you have to do strictly the replay, that's a really tough call to make. I think it could still be really helpful. I think that if you are somebody who struggles with the prep work, I think it could still be really helpful for you. If you are disciplined enough to set aside 6 hours, and you could break it up, right? You could do like 3 hours on a Saturday and 3 hours on a Sunday, and go through the replay as if you were actually there, and make sure that you like stick to the timers and don't pause and whatnot. But anyways, I'm really excited. If you couldn't tell, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, and excited about 2021. Good morning, happy Saturday. I did not check in yesterday. There just really wasn't anything major to share. We're going back to our attempt at just ordering in on Fridays. Like, that's what we did when we first started with quarantine. But that, of course, we were unsure if ordering food was safe. So it was kind of a balance between safety and our mental health and not cooking every night of the week. But we're gonna try and get back to that from like a health perspective and a cost perspective. So we did order in last night from a burger place in the city that I really love. It's called Mel's. They have a location here on the Upper East and on the Upper West. In fact, it was the first restaurant that we ever went to when I was a brand new intern. So my first time ever living in New York City, if you can call it that, for 3 months was when I was an actuarial intern for New York Life in 2012, which was crazy. But I flew in on a Saturday and got settled. We were living at the dorms at Columbia, and a couple of other interns who had flown in on Saturday, we were like, oh, let's go get dinner. So we started walking around the Upper West Side, and we just like stumbled upon Mel's. We were like, oh, that sounds good. Like, okay. So that's where we went for dinner, our very first night in the city, and I still love it. I love Mel's. They have fantastic tater tots. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but first off, I am a potato fan. I'm a fan of all forms of potatoes. I love potatoes, especially white potatoes, but I love other kinds of potatoes too. I just love potatoes. But my favorite form of white potatoes is definitely the tot form. Let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite form of potatoes, if you're a fan. Sam is actually not a big fan of potatoes, especially white potatoes. He likes sweet potatoes, but like, he definitely doesn't love potatoes as much as I do. So we had Mel's last night, and now I am kicking off my Saturday with my Patreon live chat. I spent a little time this morning doing some Zoom testing because last time I saved it to my like hard drive, but then the chat doesn't save if I do it that way. And then I uploaded it to YouTube, and they were able to access it that way. So this time I'm uploading it to the Zoom cloud so that the chat saves and you can see it. I'm not a Zoom expert, clearly, but I think that the chat is valuable. There's a lot of great feedback and ideas and suggestions that come through the chat from everybody. So I really wanted that to be able to be saved with the video as well. I know I can download the chat separately, but that's hard to like look back at the chat if it's not up when you're watching the video. So I'm excited for our chat today. I have one person that submitted a question in advance. I always ask, if you can't make it live, but you have a question about a specific goal or something that you're struggling with, you can submit it in advance so I can make sure that we still talk about it, and then you can get the answer on the replay. And so I had one person submit a question in advance that is fantastic. It's a great question. I can't wait to talk about it. And I just can't wait to see everybody's smiling faces. When I've been a part of other Patreons before, and I know a lot of people do YouTube Live for their patrons. And I know the benefits of being on the YouTube platform, and obviously, and I appreciate that platform as well. But there is just something about being able to see everybody's face who wants to share their camera. Obviously you don't have to share a camera, but I love being on Zoom with them because I love being able to see their faces when they ask questions and just when things click and when they share wins. And I'm a big fan of doing it via Zoom because I don't know, I like seeing everybody. I also think that for the content that we're talking about, it is so valuable to make it a priority, right? To sit there and have this be the thing that you're focusing on for this time of the day. And doing it on Zoom, I think just encourages that focus that it's for me too. Like if I am watching a YouTube live, I'm probably multitasking. I'm probably doing something else at the same time. I'm probably not just strictly watching the live. But if I'm on a Zoom, like that's what I'm doing. I'm focused on the Zoom because you can see my face. So I think that adds value as well. So I'm excited to hop on with them, and then we are headed to watch the Texas football game. So obviously Texas football game watches look very different than they used to. If you've ever watched one of my old weekly vlogs where I shared a game watch, we used to go to this restaurant a little bit more in Midtown by Grand Central that had 2 floors, and it was packed with Longhorn fans. You know, they had the fight song going, they played country music, like it was an experience for sure. And obviously that's not how things look right now. And what I really appreciate though is that our alumni board here in the city is still really trying to make sure that we're still enjoying football season even though it looks different. And so instead of 1 location, there are 4 now locations in the city. One's actually, I was gonna say Manhattan, one's in Brooklyn, and 3 are in Manhattan, so that everybody has a chance to go watch the game somewhere, because we're all not, like capacity wise, we're all not going to fit in 1 location, and a lot of people aren't comfortable, hi, I'm people, taking the subway right now. And so I am so thankful that we have an option that's within walking distance of our apartment, so we don't have to take any mode of transportation to get there. And then it's all outdoors. Every table is 6 feet apart, and so I definitely can't forget my glasses. I have to make sure I remember my glasses because I know that the TVs aren't going to be as close because we all have to be spread apart. It's just like going to eat at an outdoor restaurant, except that there's going to be TVs and we're going to sit there for longer than just a meal. But I'm excited that there's still some sort of game watching experience, even if it's very different than it was last year. So Texas football is back. And it's another gorgeous fall Saturday here in the city. Long sleeves and pants, but like that's it. Like, you know, that perfect weather when I do need long sleeves and pants, but I don't need a jacket. Like, just perfect. So, all right, I am done with the live. I mean, done. It's 2.5 hours later. They just asked so many great questions and we just keep talking and going on so many tangents. I don't set a set amount of time for the lives because I know that people are busy and people can't hop on right when it happens. So I usually, the last month it was 2 hours, then this month it was basically 2.5, but I think maybe in the future, I don't know, I'm gonna talk to them. I might set it for a set like 3 hours. That way if somebody does wanna hop on later, they know that I'm not going anywhere, versus right now I just do it open-ended until we're done. So we'll see. I might change my mind. 3 hours is also a lot for a replay. That's the other struggle, but I do make an effort to go through and timestamp the entire replay with what questions they had, so that anybody who's watching the replay can go back and only watch the sections that are incredibly valuable to their goals. So that's the next thing on my to-do list. The Zoom recording is uploading now, and once I'm done with that, then I will go do all of the timestamps. But I thought I would hop in. I have a couple things that came in the mail and then one thing that didn't. So my next month of my Made For program got sent to Texas. I forgot to change my address, and that's a huge bummer because I'm not gonna be able to start it. But I've already seen a spoiler in the Facebook group of what it is, and it is gratitude. So I'm bummed I can't read the stuff. I'm gonna send them an email today and ask if they can maybe send me a PDF of the actual booklet, because I'm not gonna be able to get that. My family's not going to the coast for weeks, so I don't know when I'm gonna get that package. I have no idea if I'm ever gonna get that package. So I am gonna send an email and see if they can help me with that, because that's a huge bummer. I know that gratitude is something I already do. I already have a daily gratitude journal that I write in every single day, but obviously I want to read the information and the packets and all the other stuff that comes with it. So, oh well. The things I did get in the mail, you can already see them behind me, are some new nail polish colors. I've been talking about Dazzle Dry for months at this point. It was in my quarterly favorites video, and I only got 3 colors to start with, and I'm sick of those 3 colors. I thought once I got back to New York, I would actually try the dip, which I still haven't done, or I would just start using regular nail polish again once I had all my colors here in New York, and I have, but I realized how much I just prefer the Dazzle Dry system. So they had a sale. One other tip, never pay full price. Dazzle Dry almost always is going to have things on sale. So they had a sale for 20% off. So I got 5 new colors. One is another like dark fall color, which I'm excited to try. It's not going to be today. The name of this one is Passionate Red. Another one is this like hot pink color. It's called the Duchess. I felt like this is like the end of summer, very end of summer. One is a neutral. It's called Boss, and my friend Brooke has this one and raves about it. I wanted a good neutral for photos that I'm having taken next weekend, and then I got this bright orange, which again, another nod to summer, even though summer's over, but I love it. I love orange. This one is called Citrus Streak, and then the one I think I'm gonna use is this one, which is a little bit more of a mauve, but it's a shimmery mauve, and it is called Daydreaming. So I think that's the one I'm gonna use today. I need to get my nails painted before we head out to watch the game, but I'm gonna paint my nails kind of while I'm working on the Zoom thing, because it's one I can like watch and then stop and type and whatever. The other thing I got in the mail was some more of my favorite coffee, which is the Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee with lion's mane. This is my favorite one. You can't order it from their website. I also sometimes will just order it from Amazon because it ships faster. And on Amazon, they had a 2-pack that was cheaper, like per pack, than if I bought just the one that I got. So I decided to go ahead and try this one. It says it's the same mushroom coffee, but instead of it with lion's mane for like thinking and brain function, it is with chaga, which is good for your immune system. And I figured right now with everything going on, it just might be a good idea to boost my immune system a bit. So I'm assuming it's gonna taste the same as the one that I know and love. It just has a different like mushroom boost in it. We're gonna find out if it tastes the same, not today. But I'm excited to try that. The other thing I wanted to chat about, I had to check a few things first to make sure I had all the information, and so I'm sitting now, is about Wild You. I realized that this video, by the time it goes up, it's already gonna be October, which is crazy. And so the doors will be open again when this video goes live for Wild University. And I talked about it a lot last month. I will link the Q&A I did. I've also done Q&As on Instagram if you want more information. I'm not gonna go into too much detail here because I know I've talked about it, but just wanted to give you a reminder that if you did not sign up in September, that the doors are now open in October. They are gonna be open shorter this time, so it's only from October 1st through October 7th. The good news is the pricing hasn't gone up yet, so you can still get that same great pricing that they had in September, and the welcome kit is still available. It'll look a little bit different. All the pieces that said founding member won't say that. It'll just say Wild University. But if you decide to sign up for the annual rate this month, you can still get the kit mailed to you in the mail, some happy mail. And I can also share with you the professors for October. So I think we talked about this, I don't know if I did it in a vlog or just on Instagram, but the major for October is going to be creative journaling with Amy Tangerine. And if you've never seen this woman work in person, it's amazing. At one of the New York City Planner Addicts event, we got to just like sit and plan, a bunch of us. It was like anybody who was speaking the next day and then all the admins of the New York City Planner Addicts. And so I got to just like watch Amy Tangerine work in her planner, and it was incredible. It was amazing. And so if you are interested at all in creative journaling, like memory planning almost, but like with creative supplies, paint, stamps, all those kinds of things, it's gonna be a great class. And then the minor for October, I need to have my phone because the name is long, is Show Up for Your Self-Care and Spark Your Happiest Self with Keisha Glam. If you do not know Keisha, she's incredible. She spoke at Go Wild last year as part of a panel. She has a sticker shop. She's just an incredible member of the planning community, and I just adore her content and her products, and I'm so excited for her to teach us in October about self-care, because I know that it's not going to be your typical like, you need to take a bubble bath and do a face mask kind of self-care class. Like, this woman stayed up until like, I don't know, 4 a.m. or something crazy to watch a K-pop concert on the other side of the world. That's self-care to her, is staying up until 4 a.m. to watch a K-pop concert. So I know that her teaching of self-care is just, it's gonna be it's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. So those are the classes for October. So if you wanna get in, well, you can still do the live stuff with those professors. You have until the 7th. It will always be there for the replay. All the September classes are there on replay. And then if you want to wait until later, you can obviously do that. And those October classes will be available at a later date as well. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about Wild You in general. I will say from a personal standpoint, I haven't done any of the classes yet because I just have not. This month I just didn't have time. Like we're traveling a lot of the month, and I've had intentions of doing it. The only one I did do was the kickoff. I watched the live, which was a combination of Allison from the Allison Show, basically preaching to us about just loving ourselves. It was amazing. And then Lauren from Wild for Planners teaching us to actually break down plans and goals with sticky notes, and that was also incredible. That's the only session that I've watched in full so far. I just have not had the time, or I've not made the time to go do all the other sessions. But holy moly, you guys, I have seen some incredible transformations of people in the Facebook group talking about all kinds of sessions, not even just the major. The major definitely, if you follow Keleva Plan on Instagram, she did not redo her planning space. She redid her husband's planning space with Siobhan's class, and it was an awesome transformation. So just seeing all these other incredible things that people are accomplishing with these classes has been awesome. So hello, it is Sunday morning and I just got back from getting my hair cut. I feel like a different person. My hair I can't remember if it had ever been that long. It was so long. And so I finally got it cut. I got a lot cut off. It feels so nice. I feel like a new person, and you can probably relate from whenever you eventually went back to getting your hair done after this whole situation. I know that some people went back earlier because of color. I do my own color, so that was nice that I can do that at home. And I just kept putting off the haircut, and finally was like, I'm gonna film today. Today I'm filming not all of my October content. So I think I talked about it in like last month's vlog when it was applicable, that what I'm trying to do is film all of the month's videos on one day. And I say all of, it's all of like 4 or 5, right? Because one of the weekly videos is a live and one is the vlog, and so it's really one a week for the month. And so I want to try and film them all on the same day. And so that's going to be today, except I'm not going to be able to get through all of them because there are 2 new products. I'm sure you can exactly guess what 2 new products they are that are not to me yet, that are going to be part of October's content. So I'm also planning to take some vacation time because first off, I have a bunch of extra vacation time to help with filming and editing, because it's nice. Then I get more personal time. Like I could have taken all of yesterday and done the filming, and then all of today and done the editing. But yesterday I knew I would have the Patreon live, and then I was going to watch the game, which we can talk about the game in a second. Anyways, so I didn't want to have to do it yesterday. I wanted to film today. So I'm taking tomorrow off actually to do all of the editing and like extra behind the scenes for videos and Instagram, which I'm really excited about. And then I'm taking a Friday off, not next week, but the week after, Friday, October 9th, to do all the filming and editing for those other products that are on their way to me. So it feels a little silly to be taking like a vacation day from my full-time job to work on this, but at the same time, I have them because I'm not traveling. Normally I save all my vacation days for travel, and it's just not happening right now. So I'm filming today. I'm filming 3 videos today. And then I have a bridal shower this afternoon. For those of you who know Lauren from Wild for Planners, she is like the social media content. She's just Jeanette's right-hand woman for everything Wild for Planners. And she has been engaged for a while, and they were still trying to figure out what they were gonna do. You know, she's from Texas and he's from Arizona, and figuring out what they were gonna do for their wedding. And they finally just decided to just do it. And they're doing a really, really small ceremony. It's just like his parents, her parents, and like his sister, and that's it. So I'm really excited for them, but we're having a bridal shower today for her, and so that is at 4. So I need to get, it's like 11:15 now, so I need to get all of my filming and everything done. That I should be able to get 3 videos done by 4, so I can sit and relax and enjoy the bridal shower. I actually have a box to open too. Of course, Jeanette is ridiculous. She's the one hosting in conjunction with Lauren's mom, and she sent a package for attendees to the bridal shower because it's a virtual shower. So I will show you what's in that package when I get around to opening it. It did say don't open till Sunday, and it is Sunday, but I'm gonna reward myself when I'm done filming. So what I'm gonna do is also kind of split up filming a little bit. Sam is gone the whole day. He is going to hang out with a friend. I don't know what their shenanigans are doing, but he told me he wouldn't be home until later this afternoon, which is nice that I have the whole apartment to myself and I don't have to like move, especially because I'm gonna do filming in different spots of the apartment. It just makes it easier that he's just out and about all day. So I am gonna do the top-down filming stuff first. So I'm gonna get that all set up, do the top-down filming, and then take a break, do my makeup, and like eat lunch and take a break, and then I'm gonna do all the forward-facing stuff. And that's my plan. I also am enjoying a cup of coffee, so I am trying the other one with the different boost for immunity, and it tastes the same. Tastes exactly the same. So if you, I know somebody, one of my patrons, Rebecca, texted me and she was like, I don't like that coffee. It didn't, I tried it and I don't like it. It's not for everybody. It's not like, it does not taste like mushrooms, but it is not for everybody. And so I don't feel bad if you like hate this coffee, because I love this coffee. But if you do like it, the thinking one is nice, especially during the workday. Like it is helpful to have that thinking boost and focus, but I do like the option to have the immune boost one as well, so it's good. Okay, before I go, the last thing, I need to talk about the game from yesterday. If you're a football fan, you're gonna appreciate this like 30-second overview of what happened yesterday. It was amazing. It was actually a really sloppy game in general. So we went in the like handed favorites. We were supposed to win by 17 points. We were like, it wasn't supposed to be that close to the game. And both teams were doing pretty well. It was pretty close most of the game. Both teams were doing some sloppy things. Their team decided to go for an onside kick in like the middle of the second quarter, which they got, and then immediately threw an interception. And then their team got a blocked punt, so they got the ball like with really good field position, and then immediately threw an interception. Like it was a sloppy game. It was kind of crazy. And then all of a sudden they tied it up, and then they started to run away with it. And with 3 minutes left in the game, they were up by 15 points. And I was basically like, all right, well, this is over. Like, it is not impossible for us to come back, but like 15 points in 3 minutes in college football is a lot. And so I asked for the check, and I still had some of my last drink left. So I was like, we're not gonna leave, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the check. I'll finish this drink in the last 3 minutes of the game, and then we'll be done and ready to just walk away and go home. 3 minutes left. They scored a touchdown really, really fast. And so, okay, well now they're only down by 8. And then they stopped the other team, got the ball back. Not only did they score a touchdown, and then they got the 2-point conversion. So it was all tied up heading into overtime. Obviously, I flagged down the waiter. I was like, all right, I need one more drink. I need an overtime drink, which the bar was so nice. They ended up not charging me for. The people at this bar are so sweet, and I was very thankful. I was like, I tried to pay with cash. I was like, I know I already closed out and I wanted this last drink, and I tried to pay for it with cash, and he was like, no, it's on the house. I was like, stop. Like, that's very sweet. So went into overtime. They did not win the coin flip, so they had to go first. They got the touchdown and then stopped the other team and won. And it was just, it was quite the game. It was exciting, and even though there were only like 3 other tables at this restaurant, it was still fun to have 3 other tables of like people cheering for the same team you're cheering for 6 feet apart. I'm back because there was one more thing that I forgot to tell you about, and that is how impressed I was with my hair salon in terms of safety and whatnot. But also, they did a complete renovation while everything was shut down. They moved, so the salon is set up, it's one like long, almost feels like a hallway because it's New York, so it's very small, but it's like one long room. And so they just have all of, you know, the mirrors and the stations. They have like 5 or 6 against the one wall. And they switched it to the other side of the wall just because they figured out with the windows it would just be better lighting. They repainted everything. They got new lights, new mirrors, like all new stations. It was beautiful. And they were like, yeah, we just took advantage of the time that we were closed and redid everything. And it just reminded me that really positive things have and will continue to come out of the situation. Like all of this being at home and things being shut down, like, yeah, I'm sure they lost a ton of revenue during the however many months. I can't remember when hair salons opened here. Like, yeah, it's sucked. And I'm sure that they are going to be, you know, like not having as big of a profit for the next few months while they make up for that. And that sucks for them. But I love that they took advantage of the fact that they were already closed and redid a bunch of things and got it like, it just made it feel fresh and new and exciting for everybody to come back. And I feel like we can all take advantage of the things that are different right now. And, you know, right now for me, it's not having to commute and get ready for work every day. And that extra time is so valuable. And I feel like I've been doing a good job of using it and being, for us, I think, my number one thing I put on my power sheets was spending time with Sam. And we basically just got forced into it. Like, we have spent more time together in the past 6 months than we probably did in the entire first 4 years of our relationship. And it's been fantastic. Like, we're happy and excited to get married. Like, we say all the time, like, I can't wait to marry you. Like, it just makes me feel good. Like, I feel like I'm tearing up. I know that, like, we're good and we're gonna make it, because it's been a really great 6 months from that standpoint of my life. And so I don't know, I just maybe encourage you to think about, during this time, what good things have come out of it, and what are the positives of everything that looks different, and what are you happy that you've been able to do and accomplish in the last 6 months. Okay, while I have the camera in top-down mode, I wanted to share with you a product that was sent to me for review, but I have every intention to share with one of you, because this product was not created for me, and you will see that as we flip through it. But it is a beautiful journal. It is pretty large, so like here it is in comparison to my power sheet. So it's about, I don't know, maybe like 1.5 inches shorter. Basically the coil width-wise in the power sheet, and then maybe another inch at the top. So it is a pretty big product. Here's a comparison to a small sticker binder. It's about the same width as a small sticker binder, and then definitely another inch or two on the top. So it's a pretty big journal, but it has a lot of space to write. So that's definitely the value. It does have a elastic that goes around if you want to keep it closed. And then it has a ribbon bookmark that we'll see when we start to flip through. But let me show you the inside. I haven't flipped through every page, but I did a quick glance. I wanted to kind of go through it together. So this first page is "This journal belongs to, and if found, please contact." And then it has an overview from the creator talking about why she created this beautiful product and kind of her thoughts behind it. It does start with a table of contents, which I don't know if I've ever seen this in like a journal, or if I've only ever seen this in like a bullet journal for you to go back and reference, which I think is really cool, so that if you journal about something specific that you know you're going to want to reference later, you can come back and look at that. I think that that's really cool. Then on each of the pages, so it has a page number at the bottom. It starts with page 1. It's got this calendar basically at the top for you to mark what day you're journaling without having to write it. So you can just highlight or circle the month and then the day that you're journaling, and then you have a whole page of journaling, and then it's basically like that for a consistent number of pages. And then in between, like during the journaling pages, it's got these beautiful, they're almost like, they're shiny and smooth, like inspirational pages. And so they've got quotes and pictures. Like, look at this beautiful woman journaling in her bed. And they're just, I don't know, they're so beautiful. And they're basically, they're not really a consistent amount, but here's another one, which is just picture and then another quote. As you can probably tell by flipping through, this product was created for Black women. It is a journal dedicated to Black women and the inspiration that they need going through their life as a Black woman. So again, it's got all these beautiful pictures and quotes. I'm not going to show you all of them because I don't want to spoil it if you decide to get this journal for yourself or for a friend and you don't want to see all of them. But you can see kind of how frequently they are dispersed throughout. And then, like I said, there's 2 ribbons, which, okay, so this is perfect. So there's 2 ribbons. One, I would mark the place I am in the actual journal. So then I think the second ribbon is for this back section where they have all of these action pages. So actual like worksheet almost pages for you to go through and fill out. I don't know. I love these kinds of things for you to go in and fill out and figure out things about yourself. So you've got creating your best self. This is kind of what these action pages are for. You've got all of these goal pages. So you've got a bunch of different categories, all these different goal pages. You have an affirmations page. So you could use the ribbon to mark wherever you're at kind of in these back action pages. Then you have gratitude, accomplishments, a letter to yourself, forgive, friendship. I like these pages. We make a difference, going out and voting, people like having conversations, supporting women-owned businesses. I love this. And being able to write, the businesses that you supported. Oh, I love that. I feel like I need to take a picture of some of these pages that I really love and incorporate them in like my notes pages of my planner. But I love that one. And then you have budgeting. So you got a bunch of budget pages, a reading list, a creative space, exploring, travel someday, Hair care, makeup, skincare. I really like this, like beauty tips, or even you could write down products that you want to try or have loved. Visualization pages, and then just some blank pages in the back that you could do with whatever you want. But I love that it's a combination of like a journal where you get to do it yourself, as well as some very actionable pages in the back. I kind of wish the action pages were at the beginning maybe, but it's okay. I like that they're both included. And again, it's a beautifully made product. It's very like sturdy. It has a hard cover on the outside. It's a sewn binding. All right, the paper quality, I don't want to write on it because I don't want to ruin it for whoever ends up getting this product, but it's very thick. It's a bright white paper. It's somewhat smooth, so it's not going to be your grittiest paper, but it's not like plum paper smooth. It's like a normal amount of smooth, like printer paper basically. And then it's pretty thick. Like I'm pretty sure you could write on this with any pen and it's not going to be too bad of a shadow on the back. So I think it's a beautiful product. I actually don't even know the price off the top of my head. I forgot to ask the woman who sent it to me, but I will get all the details and leave it linked down for you below. And then if you are a Black woman and want to try out this product, I want to send this product to one of you. And then if you are a Black woman, I'm going to have a link down below, a giveaway link for you to go click on and enter to win this product. And I will pick a winner 1 week from the day that this video goes live and send it your way. All right, I finished just in the nick of time. Just got done filming. I literally have 4 minutes until this bridal shower starts. So I want to show you what is in this box. All right, so it has a little sticker on it that says Lauren's Bridal Shower Kit, open on Sunday. And it's got this cute like wedding tape. Oh my God, look at her face. Oh my God, this is so cute. So this little packet has basically it's a straw, but it's got her face on it. It says Team Bride. These little Team Bride glasses, a napkin, a fork, like a rose gold matching fork, hand sanitizer because 2020. And then it's got custom chapstick, meant to be Lauren and Richard. This is from Lisa. If you've ever been to Go Wild, she does these custom chapsticks and they're incredible products. All right, then we have a ring pop because, you know, he put a ring on it. Oh my God, this is what the fork is for. Oh my God. So the fork is for this cake in a jar. How cute is this? It's a reverse vanilla birthday cake. If you've never had Wicked Good cupcakes in a jar, somebody sent me some for my birthday and they were delicious. So I'm really excited about that. And then of course, last but certainly not least, it would not be a bridal shower without some champagne. Oh, it has a freaking sticker on it. Oh my gosh, how cute is this, y'all? It says Lauren's Bridal Shower with the date. So cute. I need to go get this chilled in the fridge, and then a Team Bride cup. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited to celebrate her. I was finally cleaning up from all of my filming. I make a huge mess when I film anything, and it took until halftime for me to actually clean up. And I forgot to show you something that came with the Crown Journal. It is a set of sticky notes for you to mark spots in your journal. So it's just a big sticky note set that she must have gotten made. You can see that it says item description, journal number, page number, and it is meant for you to just mark things in your journal so that you can come back to them later, or mark things like in your planner and say, oh, I talked about this in my journal on this page, this whatever. Super cool. Like, what a cool concept. So whoever wins that journal, I will also be throwing the custom set of sticky notes in there with it. All right, so I'm setting my computer to move all the footage over from today and delete some stuff off my computer and deal with like electronic files. It's like one of my least favorite things, is dealing with all the electronic files and messing with that. And I'm thinking that I might push meal prep off to tomorrow. I already have a lot of things on my plate that I need to do tomorrow. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I mentioned it might plan with me, so I might be having deja vu. But I'm taking tomorrow off to work on some plan with Lake stuff. So I think I might also push meal prep to tomorrow because I just don't feel like it. I was gonna do it while I watch the second half of the game, but I kind of just want to lay in bed and eat the rest of this delicious cake and watch the second half of the game. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out the weekly vlog here. I know there's a lot. I know this is gonna be a really long weekly vlog, but I know some of you really like that. I was trying to keep them kind of short and sweet at that 30-minute mark, but since I am doing one less video a week, I think having a little bit of an extra long weekly vlog is not a bad thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out here and enjoy the rest of my Sunday evening. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning and going, like being able to have being in a button and then put them in Roy Biv order. This is a bad idea with one hand. Well, where was I going with this? But I'm gonna kind of boost my immune. Q&A's on my actual Instagram. So I think I might also push